I want you all to imagine yourselves, alone, in a far-reaching desert with nothing in the distance but a solemn mountaintop. You feel the warm sand under your feet, you see a light emanating from the summit. You know your destination. Now walk. Welcome to Journey, an ambitious new single-player experience from the creative and thoughtful minds of developer That Game Company. Their previous works, Flower and Flow, offered simple yet poignant gameplay and storytelling elements that seriously set them apart from other developers at the time. And I'm here to tell you that Journey is by no means a step in the wrong direction, if you would pardon the pun. In Journey, you take control of a lone robed figure in the desert, and your mission is to get to a mountain in the distance. The game holds your hand for the first fleeting minutes, telling you what buttons to press, and then it lets you go, and you're on your own for the rest of the game. So naturally, you start walking. Soon enough, you'll find yourself jumping, gliding, climbing, and climbing across many varied environments to discover why you're making this journey in the first place. Journey's story is told in fragments at the end of every chapter, if you will. I'm not going to say anything that happens with it because one minor slip of the plot destroys the whole emotional experience That Game Company is trying to portray. Its plot is simple to comprehend and easy to piece together, and truly a very touching piece of art that had me in tears, I kid you not, by game's end. Simply put, this game is a work of art from start to finish. I cannot brag about how amazing this game looks and sounds. You will see sand depicted in many ways you never thought was possible, and even though that sounds boring, it really isn't in the slightest. Graphics never lag and technical issues are sparse to be seen at all. At times I felt like I was participating in an interactive storybook where each section was a new locale filled with lush colors and environments for me to explore. Along with the graphics, the music is by far one of the best parts of the game. Music peaks and fades according to the action, and environments contain soundtracks that are so peaceful you may just want to leave the controller and sit, watch, and listen. In these gorgeous environments, you really would hope they didn't skimp out on gameplay, and don't worry, no problems there. The main task of each area is to get from point A to point B. That's it. Simple puzzles are inserted into the game, and gameplay elements such as chirping to activate stones, flying with your magical scarf that you can recharge and find extensions for, and activating mysterious and ancient contraptions are pulled off effortlessly. However, one of the most groundbreaking things That Game Company did with this game was the online component. So let's say you're in one of the areas. If you are playing online, which I highly suggest you do, sometimes another player will pop into your game. No ID name above their heads, no text boxes, nothing, but a chirp. This other nameless wanderer is inserted into your game, randomly. The first time I played this, I got a great fellow wanderer. We buddied up and went through practically the whole game together. But the fun part is, you can choose not to. You can totally just run ahead and leave him, or you could stay and solve the mysteries together. Whatever you choose, there's no denying that this simplistic change by That Game Company is truly revolutionary. Really, the only gripe I have with the game is its replay value. It's relatively short but sweet, and after you beat it once, you know the story, how it goes, and where everything is. Sure, there are collectibles in every level that increase your scarf, but it may be something you can come back to every once in a while. This doesn't mean it's not worth it though, as this is pretty much the only gripe I could find. Seriously. Well, it looks like our journey is about to come to an end. Let's wrap up. Story gets a 9.5. This simple yet poignant story can be enjoyed by anyone, anytime, anywhere. Presentation gets a 10. It's one of the best looking and sounding games to be released in a very long time. Gameplay gets a 9.5. Simple, responsive controls and tight gameplay elements make this game truly one to play. Design gets a 10. Simple yet revolutionary online elements and fun puzzles attribute to design perfection. And lastly, replay value gets a 7.0. There's really not much to do when the journey's over, besides collectibles. Overall, I would give Journey a final score of 9.5. This game is a masterpiece of our time that shouldn't be overlooked at all. If you're willing to take the journey, don't worry, it's one you'll never regret.